And boom, there we are live. Hello, everyone. I am Paul Wizzo. Let me get this little intro out the way and then let my guys introduce themselves. And then we're going to get this podcast to popping. Hello again, everyone. I am Paul Wizzo. If you like to subscribe to Wizzo Talk, the link is in the description or strolling right there across the bottom of the screen. Just make sure you hit that notification bell because I'll post according to my guest availability rather than on a fixed schedule. And also remember that it's absolutely free to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate your support. If you'd like to be a guest on Wizzo Talk, by all means, hit me up in the comments, hit me up in the chat, send me a smoke signal, carrier pigeon, the bat light, or whatever you got to do to give me the signal, and we'll get you on the show. And don't worry about a topic because I keep plenty of them. And if you're watching this from Facebook, I appreciate it if you go ahead and follow me, and also at the same time hit that that link in there description so that way you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. With that being said, we're going to meet our guest and then we're going to get ready to get on off into this hot topic. Okay, Rico.
What's going on? Y'all know I've been here plenty of times.
Damn. You froze. Come on, Rico. You froze up. I think he saw
Rico.
There you go.
And what happened? Oh,
I'll just change the screen.
Changed. That threw me off. But yeah, man, I've been here plenty of times. They know who I am. Hey, I'm back once again. Hey, not gonna be my last time.
All right. That's what's up. All right. Okay, John, go ahead with your intro.
Hello, my name is John Seasock, and this is my first time doing this, so we'll see how it goes from here.
All right, that's what's up. All right, appreciate it, John. I appreciate everybody that's watching right now. And I'll just say a couple other things. So this podcast is uncut and unedited. So if words like dick, pussy, motherfucker, kiss my ass, suck my dick, any of that offend you, then you might want to go on and log off right the fuck now because I let my guests speak freely and openly as possible. They usually don't direct those words to one another. They just usually kind of just come out just like that. So, guys, with that being said, I have just one rule that I like to go over with you guys. This podcast is not really about me, but I have one rule, and the only thing I'm going to ask is that you give the other person who is ever talking a chance to finish whatever they're saying. If it gets to going, everybody can't understand us if we get to going back and forth. But I do have the gavel of authority with me also, so y'all don't make me sound the gavel up in this motherfucker. Then, other than that, we will be good. So let me get one. I have one question for each one of you before we go off into the podcast. So Rico, I just want to ask you. You reached out to me and said, "Hey, Wizzo, I want to have this topic, and I want to invite John on." So, but my question to you is, what made you want to have this topic?
It all started with something I posted on a mutual friend that we have. He said I was racist because of something I replied on the post. I said that white people are like cancer, and they spread and destroy everything, and the only cure is violence.
Okay, all right, that's what's up. And John, Rico reached out to you, and then he reached out to me, so you already knew what the topic and which direction we were going with this. So, what made you want to go ahead and come on to the show?
I think there's a misunderstanding between where we're both coming from, so it just needs to be put out in the air.
All right, that's what's up. Okay, with that being said, I appreciate both you guys for coming on. Rico, I appreciate you reaching out to me to use this platform. And with that being said, I'm gonna sit my ass back and drink on my Kool-Aid. And Rico, I'm gonna let you go ahead. Since you asked for this shit, I'm gonna let you go ahead and run that shit first.
Okay. Hey, I see my internet is tripping. I see the thing at the top is still loading, so I may cut out. So just to give you a warning for that. Okay. So with what I said, this is what I said to you, John. Do you know that cancer is one of the leading causes of death in the world? Cancer attacks, spreads, and destroys everything in the body until the body dies. What group of people do you know that this references to that does that? What group of people that does these things? Steal, kills, and destroys. That's a question. I want you to answer that.
All groups across this world still kill and destroy.
No, they do not.
You're trying. I understand where you're coming from. I know the intent of your question, but to answer you honestly, all groups
No,
do.
they don't, because all groups don't control a majority of the world. They don't control a majority of the world. So if we put a number or a figure on it, who is the majority of the people that rule the world that still kill and destroy everything? It's your people. It's your people. Even
We're
right, I'm gonna let you talk. Even right now, with everything that's going on, they are tearing down the entire system to do away with, the illusion of democracy, because they want white men to be in power forever. You can't say all people steal, kill, and destroy. Okay, yeah, some people kill, some people steal, some people destroy their own lives, but they're not doing it on the level of what white people do. They go around the world stealing, killing, destroying everything possible, because they know or think that if they want it, it belongs to them. They can take it. Look at what went on in Venezuela. They said this man is a dictator and all of these things. Hell, look at what
Mhm.
they're trying to do. And then they went over there and took him, arrested the president of that country, and then took his oil and deposited and made 500 million that went into his bank account. Tell me this: who is destroying this planet? What race of people is destroying the planet?
All races are still destroying
No, they're
this
not.
planet.
Tell me, how do my people?
Are you talking about wars? Are you talking about wars in
Not just
particular?
wars, Thaisa. It's not just about wars. They destroy people. They destroy your people, the European Americans. They destroy people's lives. They destroy the
Okay, well then
planet.
how do you explain I understand where you're coming from. I get what you're trying to
No, I'm
say.
saying it. I'm
But
not trying to say
I,
anything.
I, I'm okay, I get what you're saying. But then how do you explain you've got a massive influx into, I guess, European or Western culture? You've got a massive influx of African migrants, Chinese migrants, Muslim migrants, and all that. And they're coming into the Western world and destroying the foundations of those civilizations. They're just doing it in a different way. Did he freeze up again?
I think if there you go. Okay, come on. There you go.
I said, so you have the Western world, and you're saying that the Western world goes all over the world and is destroying people, taking out governments, doing all of the nefarious things that they do. I agree with you with
Mhm.
that. But what I'm saying is that you have the third world trying to move into the Western world and do the same thing in a different way by trying to tear down their foundations from the bottom up.
Who?
Somalians, Muslims, all of that. They're non-compatible cultures.
So you're saying basically, so you get this Somalian thing from what they were saying that's going on in Minnesota, right?
No, I'm getting the Somalian thing from Africans.
From Africans.
And the Pan-African and the Pan-African Union, there's two countries that they will not let immigrate into the rest of Africa. Do you know what those two countries are?
Please enlighten me.
Somalia and Ethiopia.
Somalia and Ethiopia. Okay, tell me why.
The rest of Africa said, stay over there. Stay over there. Don't come over here with that. We don't want you.
That has nothing.
So if their
Somalia,
own neighbors don't want them, why would the Western world want them?
Somalia and Ethiopia has nothing to do with what your people, the European Americans, are doing to the
Mhm.
world, because what they feel they want, they just go and they take. You're laughing. This is true. Te- So you don't believe that your people are the problem with the entire planet? Do you know that this planet is
I've
dying? The planet is dying, and it's not because of me. It's not because of Spanish people. It's because of your people. And the
I
point,
didn't say it was because of you or Spanish people.
not me, but my people. It's not because of us. No one in the world has power like to do what white people do, because your people.
Whose fault is that?
Whose fault is that?
Damn. I gotta send you some bandwidth, Rico.
That y'all have these recessive genes and you are angry about that. Okay, I won't say you, but your people have these recessive genes and they're angry about that. They got the short end of the stick when it came to traits that are empowering. And y'all don't have it. It's behind melanin. You do not have any. Do you know that melanin is everything from the food and water and everything, plants, everything around us? You don't have any melanin. Your people can't come out and stay in the sun. The sun makes everything grow, but it hurts y'all, your people, and you're angry.
We may have had the short end of the stick, but we got the sharp end of it.
No, you don't have the sharp end of it, because when you go,
then how are we taking over the world, Rico?
No one in the world is evil like your people. No one in the world still kills and destroys and thinks that everything belongs to them. Because if the other people ever decided to, especially my people, if we decided we want equality, but if we ever decided we want revenge, it would be done for your people. Because in my opinion, the only way to have equality is to get revenge. And that's not
revenge for what?
For what you've done. For what your people have done. What do you mean?
What did we do?
You destroy everything. What you mean? You enslaved people. You, hell, even today,
so
you're
did you.
eating people. You feed my ancestors' babies to alligators, kill them, put their skin on shoes.
Talking about Jews now. Okay.
I'm not talking about Jews. I'm not talking about Jews. This went on in this country. You come on here trying.
And who runs this country, Rico? Who runs this country?
European America. Yeah, they're white. They're not, man. Okay, don't even get me on that, because that state over there of the state that controls this country, they're not Jews. My people are the real true Israelites.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, you don't believe that? I'm glad you said that. Tell me, what race was Jesus? His real name is Yahusha.
He was some Arabic.
His real name is Yahusha.
He was Arabic.
Jesus, white Jesus, is a made-up figure. He's not real. He's not real. He is not real.
Let me ask you this. Do you think black people can be racist?
I'm not done talking about that. They are not God's chosen people. You can't be.
They're not. The Jews aren't. You're right.
That you believe. Well, they don't believe in no Jesus anyway. They say he's in hell burning in his own shit, and that Mary was a whore.
You're absolutely right. That's what the Jews say.
So they are not.
I agree
Jews.
with you.
You just said the Jews, and when I said they not the real Jews, you said, "Oh shit, oh Lord," or something like that. They are not. You came on here to fight a fight that you are not going to win, because you don't have a leg to stand on. Your people are okay. Answer me this. Answer this. Why are your people terrified of equality?
I'm not.
I don't know. Maybe you're not, but your people are. Why are you grew up with these people, right? You hung around these racist people growing up, because why are they terrified?
You might want to take a better look at the neighborhoods I grew up in.
From or where you grew up, but the white people,
okay, then
why are they terrified of equality? Please enlighten me. Answer that question. Why? Truthfully, if you can.
What do you define as equality?
Everybody has a fair chance.
That's America.
No one has a fair chance. Man, please say something.
You look like you're doing pretty good to me.
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. But
there you go.
It's not about me. For me, it's about my people. My people.
Whose fault is that then?
It's your people's fault.
It's not my fault.
I said
Let me ask you this then. If you're so concerned about your people, why don't you go back and move into one of them hood-ass neighborhoods and try and bring those people up?
Go move into a hood neighborhood.
Bring them up. Oh, shit. He froze again.
I could do that, but why do that? I can reach more people right here on this internet. See, you going to you trying
from where you're safe, right? From your own people.
From where I'm safe? Are you crazy? I go home to my own people all the time. That's the only people I want to be around. Why would I want to be around people that look like you when I know that I can't trust them?
And again, you don't want to live there.
What do you mean I don't want to live there? I don't. First of all, I'm from a small country town. There is no hood where I'm from. I'm from a small country town, population 1,500. There's no gangsters and none of that. But it's funny that you say that my people in the hood. Why are they in the hood?
You tell
because
me.
of redlining, all the oppression to stop us from being, not only to vote, from owning property. Your people.
That was 75 years ago.
It's still going on today. What you mean it was 70? It could be 100 years ago. Everything that I'm saying.
Atlanta doesn't look like it's redlined. Chicago don't look like it's redlined.
What's not redlined?
Atlanta, Chicago.
You don't believe that?
New
That's
York.
Because my people,
all of the major city hubs is not redlined.
Have taken over those cities. They have taken
and look
over
at
those
them.
cities. But see, we go back
and look at them. And look at them.
What you mean? Look at them.
They're distressed. They're in disarray.
Okay, look. Okay, check this out. You say the cities and stuff that's controlled by my people are in distress and in disarray. Do you know that of the top 10 poorest states, they're red states? Of the top 10 most undereducated states, they are red states. No, blue states.
Yeah.
Blue states are states that were controlled by my people. They are what's called donor states. None of the people that's ran by your states, they're basically welfare states. You see, I saw the little smirk you said, but see, everything that I'm saying, you can look up on Google or anywhere you want to get your information because I've read these things. Your people.
My state's a donor state. Florida.
Don't get away from. We ain't just talking about one. We talking about the majority. You stepped in here and you don't have a leg to stand on because your people fuck up everything, and you are included.
Really?
Yes, they do.
Explain what's going on. Explain what's going on in Fulton County right now.
I don't know what's going on in Fulton County.
You don't know
what's going on. I'm more worried about
what are they getting ready to do in New York right now?
I don't know. And please enlighten me.
You don't know.
Why?
Look at California. California's been on fire since how long ago?
Been on fire. Do you know that California donates? If it wasn't for California, these red states wouldn't even be able to operate. California gives the most money to the government annually, 60 to 70 billion.
Do you know that the red states? Do you know that the red states to the east of California can turn California's water off? Period.
What the hell do that have to do with what you see what they do? This is what they do. He changed the subject. We weren't talking about because you losing. Why can't
I'm not changing the subject? You're saying that they donate. You're saying that California, New York, all these other blue states that donate money to all of these smaller red states.
They do. California is the biggest donor state that there is.
Then why is it in such a deficit?
Dude, show me where you read that at. Pull it up and read it.
You don't think California is a failed state?
California, how can you be a failed state when you give the government 60 to 70 billion annually? Annually. Please don't come to me talking about things that you don't know.
They're giving it to the government. They're not giving it to Arkansas.
Are you stupid? Because the government government divvies this shit out to the states. You don't even know how the shit works. Come on, man.
But then you get mad when somebody gets up in there and tries to turn all that shit off.
What are you talking about?
Let's go with the Department of Education, for example. America as a whole is nowhere near the top, but we spend the most money, right?
On defense.
So I'm talking about education.
I know.
America's education level as a whole is nowhere near the top, but we spend the most on the planet on education.
Okay, check this out. First off,
so when somebody comes in there and says, I'm gonna get rid of the Department of Education because it's a failed system, everybody's up in arms.
Hold on. First of all, the U.S. education system is not a failed system. It's failed because, well, I said that wrong. It is a failed system because these white people are putting things in the books. That's who control everything. You need to go and learn and read instead of just watching clips online.
Yeah, we're in a post-World War II educated society, which means we only go back to Hitler because Hitler was the most recently worst human being on the planet ever. So we only got to go back to there.
Why was he the worst? Because he killed a bunch of white people? Because King Leopold killed 20 million black people in Africa.
Yeah.
Hitler killed about 3 million Jews. He was not the worst. And why did he kill them?
And then you got Stalin. Stalin was probably the worst of them all.
No. Look, don't run, because I'm gonna give it all to you.
I'm not running. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna give it to you raw enough. No, I want to go back to the education system because what's going on?
The education system in America is fucked up. If you had a soldier in the army and he was fucked up and you had to stop what he was doing, and then you turned around and you built him back up. You broke his ass down and you built him back up from scratch. Right?
Okay, I'm listening.
Right?
Keep going. I'm listening.
That was the question. If you had a soldier and he was fucked up, you would break him down and build him back up from scratch, right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So if the education is so fucked up, we need to get rid of it altogether and rebuild it back from scratch in a manner that is functional for the society that we have today.
Man, you do have no idea what you're talking about, say something. Do you know the reason they're tearing down the education system is because they don't want people, they don't want women in power. They damn sure don't want black people, and definitely not.
What do you mean they don't want women in power? They just tried to put a president.
I let you talk when you were talking.
Go ahead.
The white people, your European Caucasian Americans, they don't want people to be educated. Hell, Trump even said it himself. He loves the uneducated because educated people will not vote for him. 90% of educated people voted for Harris. Why do you think that is? Why do you think that is?
You tell me.
I know why it is, because they know he's full of shit and he's an idiot. And the education system is being teared down because they don't want anyone to know anything, because smart people would never vote for a Republican. Just like your people, the poor white people that continually vote for their own oppression, they're idiots. They're stupid because you vote when the Democrats, and I don't even like them. I know the shit they done throughout history. They won't even vote for them when them are the ones that give them the welfare and the food stamp, because the white people are the biggest welfare recipients throughout this whole damn country. So that's why they don't want the Department of Education there. It has nothing to do with tearing it down to make it fair.
I'm glad you assumed I was a Republican. You're not wrong, though. You're not. Keep going, because you're not wrong so far.
I know I'm right because I read. I don't just watch things on Fox News
I read
or MSN or CNN. I read. I educate myself, and clearly you haven't, because the education system is bad, and we're being left behind is because white mediocre men can't compete. That's a fact. I'm not talking about all white people, because all white people are not racist, but I'm talking about them racist, mediocre white people who can't compete, who they say we don't work hard, we don't do these things, when in reality they're just projecting. Y'all call us lazy, but tell me this: who had people in slavery doing their work for them? Y'all call us lazy, telling us we not won't work hard, but they won't allow our people to get in these positions. Look at what happened since he took over as the president, especially with federal jobs. By February 2025, 317,000, if I'm not mistaken, black women had lost their jobs, all because a white man took over, and they want to get the black people. They want to take away our economic power, because if we don't have money, we can't fight. You come here, you don't have a leg to stand on. A leg to stand on. You can't.
What are you talking about? I don't have a leg to stand. I'm agreeing with half the shit you say. What do you mean?
You're not agreeing. You said that right now because I'm gonna get on your ass because you're wrong. You're
not getting on my ass.
You don't know anything.
He came in and fired a whole bunch of people that Biden hired because the government's bloated. We're $38 trillion in debt.
Okay,
right?
We're 38. Why are we 38 trillion in debt?
I don't know. You tell me.
Tell you. How about this? A majority of that comes from racism. Do you know that within the last 20 years, the U.S. spent $15 trillion on racism? If you go back 30 years, it's $50 trillion on racism.
$15 trillion on racism. How?
Well,
okay. Hold up just a second. Hold up for you answer that right there. Let me thank all our viewers for watching. I like y'all know we see the comments. I appreciate the comments coming on. John, Rico, you guys can see the comments also. You should be able to. You can address them if you like, but right now, you don't see them. You might have to. That chat button, you might have to click that so you can see the comments and stuff like that. But I appreciate everybody watching right now, and I also appreciate you subscribe to Wizzo Talk and follow me on Facebook. Okay,
You
go
see,
back to that right
see,
there.
say something. You came on here and agreed to talk to me because you did.
What I see what I see in the comment section is a bunch of people agreeing with your side of the house who refuse to even take a step back and look at any other possibilities.
Okay, give me a possibility.
He just got an education, black man. He just did. Look here, it's not about white or black. I don't care. I hope you succeed. I want to
I'm
see
very
you succeed.
successful.
I'm
Okay,
glad for you,
let me say this right
but I
quick,
don't think
guys.
that that's reciprocated.
It's not. It's not
When
reciprocated.
hold up
Definitely
just a
not.
second.
I try to I empower my people, or try to, on the daily. I try to educate them on the daily. On the daily. But you see,
Hold up, Rico. Oh, I'm sorry, but I don't know if John got to see this comment by Mark. Mark is always watching and tapping
I
in.
see it.
The black community is screwed. You know, they think they deserve everything free. I was just pointing that out when you were saying that, you know, all the comments was on Rico's side, but I didn't know if you was able to stroll up to see that or not.
I didn't get to scroll all the way down. I only got them first couple.
Yeah, I didn't know. That's why I just wanted to point that out. But you know, y'all go ahead. I just wanted to point that out.
You came on here to talk about this, and you.
Let me ask you this before you do anything. Do you think black people can be racist?
Of course. But answer this question. Well, not racist.
If you can admit that, if you can admit that, we can have a conversation.
Not racist, because we don't have any power or the money. We're not racist. Racism is where you use that to oppress people from doing or having things. We don't have the power to do that. Can we be bigots? But bigots just mean I love my people before any others. So no, black people can't be racist. But can we dislike your people for the things that they do? Hell yeah. You know what? Give me a reason why any other race should like or agree with your people, should like white people. Give me one reason why. I'm waiting. Please give me.
We invite you into the best country on the planet on a regular basis.
You don't invite anyone into this country on a regular basis.
No, we're trying to get rid of them all right now.
You trying? Why?
Because again, immigration is the immigration we've had for the last 15, 20 years is a failed system. Mass migration doesn't work. And you see it. You see it down there in Houston right now. You got a whole city where they're trying to turn it Muslim and run Shia law underneath the actual court system that's in place. You got a whole bunch of senators and congressmen over there that just passed a bunch of laws in Texas talking about Shia law is illegal. They wouldn't have to pass those laws if people that were immigrating in this country to become Americans weren't trying to bring the bullshit that they ran away from here.
Wow. Okay, you say that the bullshit they ran away from here. Okay, answer me this. Who was in this country first?
Indians. 25% of me was in this country first.
25% of you?
I'm 25% Native American.
DNA. So who are the Indians? Let me educate you some more. Who are the Indians?
You're going to tell me that they're black people.
They are.
I know what you're going to say.
We are the original people of this land. See, this is what you got to read, Say-Sock. If you go Google right now, the Integrity Act of 1924, and you will see it. They done a paper genocide. Originally, when Columbus came here, he thought he was going to the West Indies. So when he arrived in this country,
and that's why he called us Indians. You're right.
And he said, even in his book, he said that they were dark and they called us Indians. And if you go look at the Integrity Act of 1924 in Virginia, when they done the paper genocide, they reclassified us from Indians and done away with all of our statistics, what you call it, the vital statistics, and they changed it to Negro or black and all of the above. No, don't agree with me, because you just didn't agree that the black people were here first, and you still don't agree with that. And I'm gonna keep saying it because it's true.
You weren't here first. You were brought over here by a bunch of white people.
No, we was not. We was not brought. See, that's what you was taught in school. You need to get your butt into some history books and start researching. All you know is what you were taught in this failed education system that you say, which is all lies. An education system built by white people, for white people, and their history, and they are not facts. I'm telling you what the facts are. Everything that I'm telling you tonight, I want you to go watch this video so you can remember or jot down some notes, especially the Integrity Act of 1924, and you will see my people are the original people of this land. We didn't come over here on no damn ships. We were here first. Not only in this country, black people are the original people of every freaking country. We were here for millions of years. White people only been around a few thousand years. We are the original people of every planet. Yeah, look it up. I want you to. Let him look it up right there.
You're talking about the one that prohibited interracial marriage, defining white as having trace of non-Caucasian ancestry. Is that what you're talking about?
The Integrity Act of 1924.
Integrity Act 1924, Racial Integrity Act, passed by Virginia General Assembly.
Read it.
That's the one?
Read it. Just read it. I want you to, because I'm about to
interracial birth registration required for the racial registration of every person to birth to ensure compliance, a process overseen by Walter Peckler, a prominent of eugenics. Are that what we're complaining about, eugenics now?
No. Keep reading.
Okay.
Hey, look, you don't. Oh,
the Pocahontas exemption.
I'm glad you brought up
to accommodate influential Virginia families claiming descent from Pocahontas. The law allowed individuals with 1/16 or less American Indian ancestry to still be classified as white.
Keep reading.
What do you? Can't go to Wikipedia because that shit's fake. What are you talking about?
Where it in the Integrity Act of 1924 in Virginia, I just told you. Where the
I just read to you all the key points. It doesn't say anything about the whole planet was black from the very beginning. Don't say nothing about that.
Okay, check this out. Do you know that there was only one continent in the beginning? I'm gonna educate you. Okay,
yeah.
What was it called?
It was called Pangea.
Exactly. And it was called Pangea, correct? You said that.
Mm-hmm.
Before it separated, my people was over this entire planet. Correct. You don't have to believe me. Go back and look. The Japanese, the Chinese, the Australians, the Aboriginals in Australia, all are black. But see, that history has been buried. The so-called Indians that you talk about right now, they are from Siberia, Eskimo people. Look up pictures of Siberian people or the Eskimo people. They look just like what they call the Indians here today. We were replaced. Why do you think that that ICE is rounding up and going on Indian reservations right now? It's because the hate that your people has is exposing the truth.
It doesn't. What you're saying? There's nothing in this act that says what you're saying.
Look,
it's talking about Native Americans and eugenics.
We are the native. No, we're the indigenous. And don't get me on the eugenics of it, because the eugenics of it, that's where your people were basically saying we evolved from monkeys and all that. But guess what? You don't see them pictures anymore because they really.
That's where now that we're there, that came from.
See, why you don't see that no more? Tell me why you don't see that no more. I'm gonna educate you some more tonight.
Remember
they used to have these pictures of we evolving from a monkey and walking on our hands or a fist and then starting to walk. You don't see that no more because the scientists realized the only people that had part monkey in their DNA was your people. Your people are part monkey and canine, to be exact. That's why you have thin lips like monkeys. You have coarse hair like monkeys. You get lice like monkeys. You have small penises and big balls like monkeys. Do I need to go on? Black people are the only people that are 100% humans, the original Homo sapiens. Everything I'm saying, you can find. You don't believe that. Everything I'm saying, you can read. And see, I could tell by the look on your face, it's upsetting you. Look at, you know what? I wish
it's not upsetting me. I don't care. You're not telling me anything. You're trying to debunk natural science.
I'm not debunking.
I can't see that. No, you're gonna have to send it to me in the thing.
The biology and science tells you all. If you look at a picture of a monkey's lips and white people's lips, y'all don't even have lips. You have some, but most of your people don't. They don't have lips because chimpanzees and monkeys don't have lips. I wish you could see this picture. If you could see this picture, see, that's a picture of a monkey lips next to a white person.
Send it to me in the messenger.
I'll send it to you. That's the picture. Look, and then coarse hair. When you see chimpanzees or monkeys picking stuff off, they're picking lice off of one another and eating it. Which one of us gets lice? Your people.
So what you're trying to tell me then is that we're genetically different.
Y'all got animal in your DNA. Monkeys and canine to be exact.
What you're trying to tell me right now, if I got animal in my DNA and you don't, that we're genetically different. We are different species of people, right?
Hell yeah, we are different. Y'all
Hell yeah, we are, right?
I would not want to be any part of what you are. Any part of that. Why?
And that's not racist?
No, I'm telling the truth. Why would I?
Okay.
Tell me this.
Then why do you get upset when white people don't want to be any part of you?
I'm not upset about it. I wouldn't want, but see, that's where you're wrong at. They want every part of us. Why do you let's go back way back when, you see. Let's go way back when, right? So back when, way back
everything
when,
you're talking about has nothing to do with today, by the way.
What? No. I'm gonna bring you up to date. I'm gonna give you a little history. Back when black men slavery was over and black women was wearing their hair a certain way, white women didn't like it. So guess what? Then black women had to wear scarves. Guess what? Then everybody started wearing scarves. Then white people had to start wearing scarves. Then white women was jealous of black people's booties. And you see in the old pictures where the white woman walking around with these big skirts, big dresses with that look like they booty big in the back. And even today, y'all get injections in your lips. You get what you call BBLs or booty implants. Y'all have always wanted to be like us.
So do black people.
That's true. But white people do it to be like black people. They do it to be like black people. You buy melanin. You buy melanin.
White people do it to try and fit into a culture that has come about from today, because that's what everybody wants. Everybody wants a big ass, big titties, big lips, all that shit. White people and black people alike do that shit today because that's what's in style.
Tell me, what's the number one culture in this country? Since you brought up culture, what is the number one culture in this country?
Probably hip hop, if I had to say it.
It's black culture in this country. Answer this question.
Okay. Before I answer anything else, define black culture.
Oh, wow. Black culture. We're happy. We dance. We make all of the music. All of the music originated from my people. Everything about the world.
What language did you make?
Again? What music?
What language did you make? Language.
We have English, but that's not our language. You think my people didn't have their own language? It was all stolen from us. Just like with the Bible given to us during slavery.
Stolen by
your people. When they enslaved them.
Your people were sold to my people by Muslims and Africans.
Check this out. What do you keep saying?
And when you got here,
we were here already.
Jesus.
We were here already. All you got to do is do a little research and read. Did some people or come over here on a ship? Maybe. But the majority of my people were here first. They were here first. Now answer this.
You weren't here when my people showed up.
Yes, we were. I just told you we're the original Indians that they were talking about. But tell me what's
You're
white
not
culture?
The original Indians.
What's white culture? What white people don't have any culture. Again, they steal it. They steal it from. Okay, you know what? I was wrong. The culture y'all have is stealing, killing, and destroying. That is the only culture that you have. Everything else that y'all do is
building. And building.
Building?
Yeah.
Who built the country? Who built the country?
All of us did.
Slaves built this country.
Who you're gonna say you built everything in this country? You were there. You were a part of it.
This country.
Whether by choice or by slave choice, you were a part of it. But we built the country.
Wow, my people built the country. Who done the architecture?
Well, you didn't come up with the ideas to build the shit.
Well, I'm glad you said that, by the way. It was black people that had the architecture for the Pentagon. It was black people that done the architecture for the, what you call that? God dang it. I can't even think right now. I can't think of it right now, but I will before it's over. You really
okay. You got one building.
Hold on.
One building.
One building. You really need to read. No, it's that American education.
What have you built since 1965?
You said the education system is failed. It failed you. I graduated high school. I also went to college, but I also know when it's bullshit, and I keep reading and finding out more, because the more knowledge that you have, the more I can teach it and empower my people and wake them up. Because Your people are the worst ever on it to come to this planet. Do you know I pray daily for the Almighty Yahweh to remove y'all from this planet? Or I ask him to end, or I ask him to end this entire world to get just, I'd rather die and everybody die just to get rid of you. You and your people. You and your people. I'm not saying that all white, no, I'm not saying all white people are racist, but a majority are. 90% or more are. They are racist. Y'all are the problem.
And that's how the other side feels about you. Not all black people are racist, but the majority
Do they have a
are.
reason to be?
Do we?
No, you don't. Tell me this. Your people hate my people when we don't have any economic power. Any economic power. We don't have any political power, but yet they hate my people. Why? Because they know who we are.
You literally just had.
They know who we are.
Technically, he wasn't black, but you literally just had a black president.
Dude, that was 10, 11 years ago. He left in 2000.
And then you tried to put a woman in office behind that.
Ain't no damn woman being president.
You tried.
That was just what they got to do with what the hell I just said. Come on, man.
You just said that you don't have any power.
We don't have
and even though I don't think Obama was black, he was the president.
Presidents are just a figurehead. They're controlled by someone else. Presidents are just a figurehead. They're just a figurehead.
Then why are you trying to get to that pinnacle?
Why what?
Why are you trying to achieve that pinnacle if they're just figureheads for somebody else?
Who wouldn't want to be the president of this country? Who wouldn't want to be? That's a great achievement. It's a great achievement. No, answer my original question, Cesar.
Go ahead. What was it? Say it again.
Damn, I forgot what I asked you. So I'll move on. I forgot what it was here. But you didn't answer this question. Why do your people hate my people? We don't have any power. We don't have any power. We can't do anything to affect your life. Yet your people are worried about mine on the daily and constantly they know they oppress. They kill.
Pattern recognition is why most white people are concerned about black people, because all that's in the news and all that they see and all these feeds that are pushed by agencies that aren't you and aren't me, it says black people are bad. Black people do this. Black people are violent. Black people will hurt you. All of the shit. That's what they see nonstop in the media. Pick your poison of which media. Stop. Pick your poison of which media you watch. Not me nor you controls that.
White people control it. That's why I keep telling you. It's called propaganda. Because it's called
You're
propaganda.
right.
Do you know? Hold on. Let me
and most people can't see outside of the propaganda.
Yeah, but you making my point for me, because they say all these things about
I'm making the same fucking point. You're just not listening
about my people, when in reality, white people are the most people who get arrested. They're the most people who commit they beat their wives, they rape children, they kill, they do all this, right? But they get arrested, but guess what? They don't get, all of them don't go to prison. But see,
neither do the blacks.
What? Man, please, go on with that. My people get arrested and imprisoned on the
They
daily.
literally just let the dude that stabbed that white girl to death on the train out of fucking prison.
He was a schizophrenic. He's crazy.
Well, I don't give a fuck what he was. They let his ass out of prison.
He's crazy. He went to a medical institution. He's not released. Man, you biting and nibbling on little things because you can't accept the fact who your people are. Who your people are. That's what your problem is. No, all of y'all problem is. Y'all won't say all of
What
y'all.
about that? What about that little boy that stabbed that white boy over there in Texas not too long ago?
He was defending himself. And see,
he was?
You grasping on ones and twos. I'm talking about what your people do to the entire
I'm just saying
world.
What's in the news.
And check this out. If my people, even if my people, one person was to go up to a white person and shoot their ass in the head, I believe that they have a right to do it because they're angry at the things that we've been.
Well, then I believe that white people have a right to do it to black people.
The police do it on the daily. They do it.
They do it to white folk too.
Going on. I bet you didn't even know that America was convicted of genocide against black and brown people in October or November of 2021 by a UN tribunal. But see, they won't put stuff like that out, but they'll go over and say they want to stop genocides in other countries. Yeah, you didn't know that. Yeah, we was convicted by a UN tribunal of genocide against black and brown people. I'm gonna educate you today. Say something.
Which black and brown people? You're talking about from another country?
Here in America. Come on now. Why would they convict Americans of genocide in another country? Come on, man. Don't ask them crazy questions. You're making yourself look uneducated. Well, from what I've seen tonight, you are, because you don't know anything that you're talking about. All you're spewing is things you've seen on TV.
I'm gonna search your name up next, Kevin Jenkins.
Look. Oh, you talking about to somebody over there. You have no idea what you're doing. And you didn't answer this what my question was.
Hold up, Rico. Hold up for your question. Let me thank my viewers for watching out. I just heard him call out Kevin. I see Faye. I see quite a few people in the comments. I appreciate it. John, I believe you got it where you can see the comments now, correct? Yeah.
I do. I got it popping up. I see him. That's why I keep looking up and down.
So that's cool. So I'm gonna thank all my viewers for watching. I appreciate it. They can see the comments. They kind of right now going back and forth right now with some different things like that. And we'll let Rico go ahead on.
Read the shirt. This is my killing shirt.
Well, you ain't doing a good job of or nothing. You hanging
all sunshine and rainbows over here, baby.
You saying ones and twos and trying to defend what white men and people do to the entire world.
Mm-hmm.
They go into other countries and destabilize them and take their resources. The same thing that happened in here to who Columbus came off and gave the Indians, my people, blankets full of smallpox. Then we said there was weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. We go over there.
I don't think that was Columbus. I think you got your continents confused, but it's okay.
Indian smallpox, blankets with smallpox. I said Columbus. I said that.
The Spanish guy did that, but it's okay.
So Christopher Columbus is not the one we celebrate every year that said he founded this country, by the way?
No. The ones who gave the smallpox blankets to the South American Indians were from Spain.
North America. Do you know we in North America?
Cortez.
Do you know we in North America? This
country. I know where we at.
About a whole nother damn continent. I'm talking about North America. Come on now, you're reaching. You are reaching. And yes, you are.
I'm not reaching. I'm
America
telling you
here.
the truth.
You're talking about another damn continent. We're not talking about them. We're talking about this. And my question earlier was, why do your people hate my people so much when we have no power? I know why, but do you? Do you? Please enlighten me. Why do your people
say it again?
Hate my people so much when we have no power? You oppress, you kill, you steal, you do everything possible to stop us from even destroy our families, the foundation of every race. Why? When we have nothing. Tell me. I want you to answer that quick because I know why.
Why do we destroy your families?
Want to destroy and hate my people. Why do your people hate my people?
My people don't hate your people. If my people hated your people, back when fucking Lincoln won the Civil War, he would have put you all on boats and shipped you back to Africa. He wanted you to stay.
Hold on. First of all, we didn't come from no damn Africa. And Lincoln, he didn't necessarily free the slaves. The slaves freed them damn selves. It was 500,000 slaves escaped from the South up to the North. And Lincoln told his people to send us.
I think your numbers are off, but okay.
Us back down, but it was too many of them and they couldn't. So they chose to let them join the military to fight for their freedom. Lincoln didn't want to free the slaves. He wanted to keep them, but it was economically impossible to do at the time. Hence why these things happen. They'll tell you the story of these things about Lincoln, but that shit is not true. Come on, you got to read. You're not going to bring up anything to me that I haven't already read for myself. What you should have done was educated yourself on the history of this country and the history of your people before you came on this platform talking to someone who knows, who reads, who is educated, and don't just watch TV.
White people today are not trying to destroy you.
Are you crazy?
White people today are not sitting in their house cackling in the corner. Oh, what am I going to do to fuck the black man over today? It's not happening.
Wow. And you know why you believe that? Because you are a white male. Yes, they are. What do you think is what's going on? Stephen Miller said,
And all
Stephen
the white
Miller,
events that I've been to, all the white events that I've ever been to, we've never sat around and said, how are we going to destroy the black man today?
Stephen Miller said he only wants white people in this country.
That's Stephen
What you
Miller.
mean?
That's not me.
Trump's
That's not the white
right-hand
people
man.
I hang
That
out
is
with.
Trump. I'm not talking about you. See, you going to these minute things. I'm talking about your people as a
Then
whole.
quit generalizing white people and say who you mean.
No, I have to generalize because it's a majority.
Then I got to generalize. God damn it.
God damn, Rico. Okay, hold up. Here he is coming back. I'm going to send you some bandwidth.
I'm not. I have to generalize because it's the majority, and it's the majority of your people. Do this.
It's not the majority. It's the rich white people that don't like you.
Not. Say something. No, it's not. Check this out. I'm gonna give you a prime example. I know 2 educated women that look like me that has great jobs, high-paying jobs, and they worked hard and got their jobs. But on a daily basis, white people try their best to destroy them or get them fired, even though they are good for the company and have improved things. How do I know this? Because one of those people are my wife. One of those people are a good friend of mine that I know that does that on the daily basis. Look for anything they can. Look at what white people held on with President Obama. They wanted something so bad to say about him all day for about a week. All they talked about was President Obama wearing a tan suit. We live in your people's mind because your people know they can't compete with us if there was an equal playing field. I'm not saying all white people can compete, but the racist ones, the mediocre ones, they cannot. And this is why they do what they do. Yeah. So I'm glad you agreed with me.
And they're the ones, they're not the rank and file white people that you're talking about.
Yes, they are. They run the country.
You literally just said and I don't mean to bring your wife into it, but you said she has a very good job. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. That's not the average white folk in America.
You said it was only the rich white people. I was giving you an example.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're generalizing again. You're talking about a rich white person instead of the average white person. I'm telling you, the average white person doesn't give a shit if you're black, red, white, brown, or green. Them rich motherfuckers, that's a whole different ballgame because they do it to whites too.
Say something. Do you not see the caravans? Why? Tell me this. Since Trump became president, there's been more hangings of my people in this country in the last 20 years. Look it up and read it. Look it up and read for yourself. It's still going on to this day. Even as far north as Maine, New York had a hanging. Don't sit up and talk about your people. The average person don't sit around. No, 90% of your people hate my people because they are jealous of my people. Because we are God's chosen people. Not you, not any white person, any person that don't have melanin in their skin. You cannot be God's chosen people when the one thing he gives, when one thing is the sun that empowers and grows everything when you can't take it. You are not his chosen people.
Hey Rico, let me do just a quick pause right quick. I'd like for you to send a message out to Skype. What was it? That was supposed to be on here because she may be watching, she may not be watching. So is there a message that you have for her? I believe you had something to the lady that was supposed to be on here with us tonight.
Oh, yeah. I got something for her, but not right now. I got more for him.
Oh, okay.
Lynching by year and race stopped in 1965. So unless you can prove some kind of way that black people have been hung by white people since then, and I'm not talking about Jesse Smollett situations, unless you can prove that, then you're wrong.
Say, Sock, I can't even believe you just said that. You think there hasn't been any lynchings or hangings in this country since 1965? Are you serious? Are you serious? I'm not even going to reply to that because that was the
lynching. University of Missouri, Kansas City, lynching statistics by year stops in 65.
Come on, say Sock. Man, I don't know what the hell you looking up on, but you got to do better. I bet they talking about you in the comments right now. Because say Sock, you don't know shit. You come on here with an educated man.
There's another one. There's another statistical fact. It stopped in 65. There's a whole nother one. Who did this one?
Wow.
Professor Bill Douglas Olimber, UNKC. law
Okay,
school.
Wizzo.
Yeah.
Hold on. Kevin Jenkins said, I can't prove what I'm saying about the majority of whites. I want to reply to that because I can prove it. Why is it okay? Why is the prison system so full of the people that look like me?
Because they commit most of the crimes.
That's where you're wrong at. Go on the FBI statistics data. Statistical data says white men, white people commit more crimes than any other race that there is. And black people are the
because
most
there's more of us.
people.
Do you understand what per capita is?
Look. It doesn't look. You say that there's more of us. Let's do what was Charlie Kirk?
Do you understand what per capita is?
I was just about to say that. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. No, you see, a black person and a white person can commit the same crime, and the black person can go to prison, and the white person don't even get charged, or they get probation. Look, in Oklahoma City, a white 18-year-old boy raped and damn near killed 2 or 3 white girls. He was sentenced to 78 years in prison, and guess what? The judge done away with the jury's recommendation and gave him probation and community service. In Utah, a white boy raped a girl. Well,
we're talking about Mormons now.
It was statutory rape, and because his uncle had legislative power, he changed the law so he wouldn't go to prison. Don't do that. We don't commit most of the crimes.
Before you reply, John, Rico, just to go back, Kevin wasn't talking to you. He was talking to John in that comment that you thought was talking to you.
Yeah, Kevin's been going back and forth with me in the comments. Some of what I'm saying is directed at him.
Right. Yeah, I just want to, because Rico thought that comment was for him a while ago when John said it just came in the feed late.
He said, and he know. Answer me this. Why is it so hard for your people to accept the truth? Because the truth upsets your people. It does. The truth about
what truth?
Y'all are. The truth who y'all are. Y'all are vile. I'm not saying all, but most of y'all are vile creatures. You have, because you are part animal, so you have those animalistic tendencies. You
We're part animal.
Don't care. A person with morals and morale and have empathy and sympathy.
I give you every inner city neighborhood across America that kills and don't care.
I'm listening.
I'm pointing out facts.
I'm listening.
That's the fact. You said white people are animals, so they kill and they don't care. I give you every inner city across America where they kill and they don't care.
Again, you're talking about on a small state. Y'all have killed.
That's not a small scale.
Not a small. It is a small scale.
That's an outrageous lie. That's an outrageous lie. Why do you think that's an outrageous lie? Most people live in what?
I didn't say most people live in anything.
Most people live where in the United States?
In different
cities.
What does that have to do with
not small towns, not out in the country?
Have to do with what I said? Look, in 2005,
I'm telling you, you're saying white people care without no car, they can give a fuck less. And I'm telling you that black people are just the same. You're only looking at what you want to look at when saying that.
But see,
then explain gang culture. Oh, he stepped on my block. I gotta shoot him in the face. I don't care. Fuck him. And he looked just like you.
We learned how to kill from the best. When you've been killed and constantly killed like that, where did we get that from? Because my people, if you go back to history,
you can't.
Not violent.
You can't imitate a savage without being a savage.
We are not violent. We are not violent.
I give you the entire continent of Africa. We are not violent.
Mm-hmm. We are not violent, because if we were, it would be really bad for your people. Again, if my people ever realize the only way to reach true equality is through revenge, it's over for y'all. It is over.
You're equal now. That's what I'm telling you.
No, we're not.
Yes, you are.
And I raise my voice because that's a goddamn lie.
You're full of shit. You're equal now. What can I do in America that you can't do?
What we can't do?
What can I do? What can John Seasock do in America that Ricardo Hewitt can't do?
I can't walk around with a gun on my hip.
Yes,
And
you
I know
can.
I
Are you
can
in
have.
Texas?
No, I
Are you
can't.
still in Texas?
No, yes. No, I can't.
Then yes, you can. It's open carry.
And I'll probably get murdered. We have to teach our children how to deal with police when they pull over. We have to teach our children, no, you can't buy a weapon because if you walk around with it, you're going to get killed. There is no equality for us in this country. No, it is not. Matter of fact, it's no equality for anyone in this country except people that look like you. But all people that look like you are not. They want equality for everyone, but a majority are. You grabbing at straws. You see what I'm
I'm
saying?
telling you that
grabbing
you
at
can do the
straws.
same things in this
No, I
country
can't.
that I can do.
And I'll get murdered. And I will get murdered. I can't get a job without being qualified. White people can because that's what they used to. That's why right now in this country, if you go on a government website and apply for a job, you don't have to have qualifications anymore. All you have to do is write an essay about what you can do to help Trump further his agenda. They done away with qualifications, which is basically what DEI was. That's what DEI was. It just said
So then you should be in there.
I don't need a job. I'm retired.
So am I.
But like I said, it's not about me. I'm talking about my people as a whole.
And I'm talking about my people as a whole. If you can go on there and write an essay and get a job, then so can my people. You're not. There's no difference.
Look, all of the people, check this out. 231,000 black and brown people were fired by the government when this man took office.
And how many whites were? Did you look up how many whites were fired?
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you something. Hold on. They were fired. Not just black people, Spanish people, and women. My bad, and women. Period. And now they're all of these high-paying jobs. They put in white men in them that are unqualified. Look at
you're mad at the system that was built and designed by white men, putting white men in the system. Well, I don't understand what you're talking about. You're literally mad at the system that was designed and built for white men, and you're upset about something that white men do. Go create your own system. Why you got to have a government job?
This is my people's land. And when they ever wake up and realize or find out that we was the ones here first and it was stolen from us, this is our ancestors' land. They came and they still killed and destroyed the original people of this land because that is what your people does. And they can't stand the truth. Why is it that they can't stand the truth so much?
Yes, you're right. White people conquered a lot of shit, but so did Asians when Asians were hot, and so did blacks when blacks were hot, and so did every.
They conquered it because other people aren't violent like your race. They aren't violent. But see, your people, right now, your people are like a wounded animal. Wounded animals will hurt themselves in trying to get away from whoever is after them. Your people are on the extinction list.
Every type of person on this planet at one point or another has conquered other areas.
No.
The Asians did. No. I give you the Mongolian Empire. The Mongolian Empire pretty much conquered all of Asia and the Middle East and some of what's considered Europe today. They're not black. They're not white.
Okay, say sock. You grasping again at the straws.
I'm not grasping at anything. You want me to try and admit that black people are the end all be all of all the races, and I'm not going to do it.
Let me ask you this: who's the worst race of people on the planet? By what history says, by going around killing and all of this, who's the worst race of people? Who's done the worst to everyone throughout history?
Muslims, Arabs, North Africans.
You done lost your damn mind. So you think Muslims to kill more people in the world than
I give you the Atlantic slave trade.
You a joke. I'm sorry.
You're a joke.
You shouldn't have came on here with me because nothing go look up some history then. Where did you read that at?
Go look up what they did to the white folk in Europe and go look at what they did to the black folk underneath the Sahara Desert and go look how they set up the whole fucking slave trade.
Let's talk about what happened to the white people in Europe, particularly the Jews, what you're talking about.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Spanish. I'm talking about the Irish. I'm talking about the English. I'm talking about the Greeks. I'm talking about everybody that surrounds the Mediterranean Sea and them couple little islands off to the left when you're looking at the map.
All they was doing was fighting off white people trying to conquer them. Just like in Haiti. The reason Haiti is in disarray and destabilized is because of white people.
Hillary Clinton. That's why.
She's white, right?
Yeah.
Is she white? Thank you for making my point. Thank you for making my point. You look, why is it so hard for you to admit that your people is
you're not going to convince me anything about a place that's run by a dude named Barbecue. There's nothing you can say. There's nothing you can say about a place ran by a dude named Barbecue that's going to make any kind of sense, because Haiti's been free of all of the debt and all of the bullshit they went with for the French since 1965. We're going on 100 fucking years and they ain't got shit to show for it. I don't give a fuck how many hurricanes ran through there. I don't give a fuck how many earthquakes ran through there. They've got zero to little infrastructure, zero to little fucking
Are you talking about Haiti? Are you talking about Haiti? Yeah.
Haiti.
See,
Haiti.
okay. I'm glad you brought that up. Let me educate you again, right? Okay, here it is.
You're talking about the reparations they were going to have to pay to France, which was all rescinded.
Nothing about no damn reparations. Let me tell you why Haiti is the reason way that it is right now. Because the U.S. government sanctioned them and cut them off economically from the world, which is what they're doing right now to Cuba, which is what they done to other countries. When you not attached to the financial system,
African nation of Haiti is so good, why did their immediate neighbors on that island, which are also black and probably descendants from African Americans, put up a wall across the island to keep them the fuck out?
Do you check this out? If everyone is impoverished and hungry, violence happens. Violence happened because everyone is trying to survive, and that
you're right. And they wanted their freedom from a white man system, and when the white man system left, you got what you have today.
No. If you take away a person's right to function, or a country's, or even people's right to function, or you take away their economic ties to the world, there's no money coming in. There's nothing going out. No one there has money because of what white men did to destabilize that country, beginning with the French, but the Haitians kicked their ass and sent their ass packing. So you can sit here and give these little examples, but on the grand stage of things, these are your people.
Then how come their people to the other side of the island didn't come in and help support them?
Man, I'm not. Come on, man.
Unity. We're talking about unity, right?
Come on, say so. Look, you see people.
They're right there. They're right next to each other. They can't get away from each other. They're on a fucking island, and they didn't even want to deal with them.
Say so. I just told you that when people don't have things, violence occurs, which is what goes on in my communities right now. People are hungry. People don't have money with a place to stay. Why? Because white men or white people, most, not all, are jealous of who we are.
Most.
Not most. It is the majority.
It is not the majority.
If it wasn't the majority, there would be more equality in this country for everyone. So you believe that
every poor black neighborhood in America, I will show you a poor white one.
Oh, I know that.
We just live in trailers.
Dumbasses vote for Republicans every time when it's the Democrats who give them their welfare that they live off of. They vote for them every single damn time. So, but say sock. Here, okay, check this out. I'm gonna get away from you because
I'm not bound down to what you said, and I don't believe.
I don't say so. You will never. You as a white person or a white man, the way that you are, you will never bow down and accept the truth. I told you earlier.
There's no truth. You're not telling me the truth.
Why do your people hate the truth so much?
I don't hate the truth. You're trying to tell me that your people. Listen to me. You're saying your people were conquered 10,000 years ago, or 5,000 years ago, or 2,000 years ago, or 1,000 years ago. No matter who did it, they were conquered. And no matter where you are on this planet, when you become conquered, the new people come in and they put fucking systems in. And that's the new shit until they get conquered.
Until they get conquered. Okay. You say we was conquered. When you invite someone into your home and you trust them and you try to befriend them, and then one day you come home or you go around and then they start killing all of you. That's how they did it. Surprise attack. Surprise
Yeah,
attack.
that
That's what they.
that's what the tribes in Africa do.
That's what your people. That's what your people do. And I don't know what you know. These things happen, but you still won't admit.
I'm telling you that it happened. The Native Americans, and you say that they're just black by default.
They're not native. Native just mean you were born. My people are indigenous to this land.
The indigenous Americans that you say are black by default in the 1400s and 1500s were conquered by white people. So the white people put a system in place, and that system's been there ever fucking since. So you're telling me in the last 400 to 500 years, 600 years now, what are you telling me? That you couldn't rise up and overcome? That or that you're mad because you're not equal to the people that conquered you in the first place?
Didn't I just say that if my people ever wake up and realize the only way
get organized,
my people are not violent. They're not violent by nature. Yours are. What you don't
we just went over. What are we at? We had an hour and 10 minutes. We probably spent 30 minutes of that discussing how violent black people are.
No, we didn't spend 30 minutes talking about how violent white people are. We done spent this entire time talking about how violent white people are. Because my people are not
because every time I
nature.
try to give you or interject a point saying that black people are violent, you shut me down.
Check this out. Who are we violent to?
You're mostly yourselves.
Exactly. It doesn't affect you. Y'all are violent to yourselves and the entire world. Everyone that doesn't look like you. I'm glad you said that. Because y'all don't care about black on black crime. You don't care about that. But your people are violent and mess with everyone. Kill everyone. Look what they're doing to the Spanish people right now in this country. Do you know that?
What are they doing to them?
So you're okay with what they're doing with all this immigration stuff, right?
Get them the fuck out of here.
I'm glad you said
all the H-1B visas. Let me finish.
Okay.
All of the people that came over during when Biden brought them over, all the H-1B visas, all these little work visas and shit, all these student visas, you need to get every last one of them the fuck out of here, tear that system down to the fucking ground and build a new one and restart the process.
Okay, well, check this out. Since they don't have, you saying they don't have the right to come here, right? You said your people came here and they conquered. So there were people here before them, the indigenous people of this land, right? So that means you and your people should get the fuck up out of here because you are the illegal aliens or illegal immigrants of this land. You are, because you are not indigenous to this land. So get the fuck out, Say-Sock. Get the fuck out.
No, exactly. I'm not going to let it leave on that.
You didn't say anything about that because I just repeated the shit you said onto you. Get the fuck out.
If you're an undocumented immigrant or an illegal immigrant, or you're over here on a work visa, or you're over here on a student visa, eating up all the resources that you want, all the resources that your community wants, all the resources your community wants, and all the resources that my community wants, get them out of here, fucking start it over from scratch, rebuild the system, and start bringing them back in slowly.
Okay, so check this out. I'm gonna revisit that. So, are your people indigenous to this land?
My people, yes.
I'm talking about white people.
No, they conquered this land.
Okay, so again,
and it's a country.
That make them illegal? Yes or no?
No.
Oh, wow. So Spanish people and other people can come from countries to here that they're not from this land and they are illegal. But white people came here and conquered, and that makes them legal.
Yes, because you're in a post-World War II era.
Wow. No, it doesn't.
Countries have borders. That's what Africa's going through right now. Those countries in Africa are not the countries that were there before. Those countries in Africa were a bunch of tribes, different tribes, big tribes, little tribes, all kind of fucking tribes. And when the the Europeans went over there and colonized that area, they grouped up X number of little tribes and said, these imaginary lines that are now borders to countries, which is how the planet works. They said, all of you are now Nigerian, or all of you are now South African, or pick your country. I don't care. But none of those people are any of that. they'll tell you they're from whatever fucking tribe it is that they're from, whether it be Zulu Nation, I forget the one Nelson Mandela was from. All of those people to this day in those nations are still warring with each other.
Wizzo, you see, the rules don't apply to white people. They don't apply. The rules and the laws only apply to everyone that's not white. See, he called them people
the country of the United States of America.
I let you talk. They don't like to hear the truth. The rules don't apply to them. See, that's what they believe. See, he calls Spanish people or the immigrants, they call them illegal aliens. But white people who are not indigenous to this land can come over and conquer it, but they're legal. See, the same rules don't
You're
apply.
correct,
That's how all of them think. See, the rules don't apply to them. No, y'all are the original illegal aliens of this goddamn land. There were Spanish people here before white people was here. Remember all of the wars that went on, Santa Ana and all that? They taught us that in school. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there were Spanish people here before. So they're not illegal. They just coming back to the land that they were on. The only illegal motherfuckers in this country is your fucking people. And I'm sick of it. The shit that y'all say and think the rules don't apply to you, it makes me sick. It makes me angry. Hush, I'm still talking. Because that bullshit you've been spewing and all of that, you proving a bunch of my damn point. Y'all don't want the same rules you want other people to abide by to apply to your ass. You sit there and talk about these people are illegal, but when your people came here and killed off the indigenous people of this land, but they're legal. No, the hell they are not. They are not.
Let's give them a chance to reply, Rico.
Off this planet, what country would you have to go back to? None, because white people aren't indigenous to any goddamn land. You came out the Caucasus Mountains. You ain't indigenous to any goddamn where. Look it up. Why do you think they call you Caucasian? Because you came out the Caucasus Mountains.
We got to give him a chance to reply. Go ahead.
So, yeah, he was trying to cut me off. Everything I said is true. So did y'all come out the Caucasus Mountains?
Yes, do you believe nations should have borders?
Answer my question.
You answer mine. Do you believe nations should have borders?
You getting away from the point. You see, you called them Spanish people and all these other people come over here illegals. But you say you are not illegal when you are the original illegal.
I'm not an illegal. I was born here. I was fucking born here.
I'm not. See, there you go. Deflected from the overall thing. They can't stand.
It's not an overall thing. I was born on the land of what is now called Florida.
Everyone that is watching right now sees.
Do you believe that nations have borders?
Man, I'm not answering that dumb shit.
I'm
not answering that dumb shit. You know why I don't want to answer? Because borders don't matter to white people. If borders matter, why the fuck did they just take the president of Venezuela? If borders matter, why the hell they went over there and they killed goddamn?
Because the white people that took that man are doing what they do according to you, which is conquer other people.
No, which is steal, kill, and destroy. Yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah, that's what happens when you conquer shit. That's what happens when you conquer shit. So now, do you believe that nations have borders?
Not to white people.
No. Not to anybody. Do you believe that nations have borders? Forget white, black. Does the United States have borders?
Every place has borders, but it doesn't matter to white people. It doesn't matter. If
every place has borders and every place has their own rules and laws, whether you're mad that they apply to me or not, if every place has their own rules and laws, right? Mm-hmm. And somebody breaks said rules and laws, what should happen?
What are you talking about? What that got to do with what we were talking about? If every place has their own rules and laws, and somebody if you break the law, you should go to jail.
Okay, then. So if nations have borders and somebody came across the border illegally, they broke a law. What should happen?
Kick them out.
That's exactly what I just said.
Then get the fuck out. Because you came here illegally. Get the fuck out. I didn't come.
I was born here.
Get the fuck out. No, we talking about your people. Thank you for making my point again.
You're deflecting now. The United States of America has a border, right? And
It
within
wasn't the
that
United States
border,
of America
we are
first.
all. Are
It was
you an
called
American?
Turtle Island.
Are you an American?
You know what? I am an Indian. That's what I am. That's what I am. Because the original name of this land was Turtle Island, which was named by my people.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
you can
you're
look
an
that up.
Indian. So you actually don't fall under any of the rules of the United States of America.
Oh, I fall up on it because by the United States of America, I'm just a black man. I'm a Negro. That's what I am.
No, you said you were an Indian. If you're an Indian, you're an Indian or a Native American or whatever you want to call it.
Are the original illegal aliens of this land. It's your people.
No,
You don't
we are
have
the
the right to get out.
conquerors of this land.
No, it doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. Just because you can do something doesn't mean that you should.
You're right.
That's the thing.
But that's not what happened.
The rules.
That's not what happened, though. What happened happened.
You are
what happened happened.
Okay, what happened, and that's in the past, right? But again, are white people indigenous to this land? Yes,
they
or no?
are now.
No, they're not. Are white people indigenous? Means you were here first.
No, we're of European descent.
Are white people indigenous to this land that we call America?
We are from European descent.
You see, he won't answer it because he know I'm setting his ass up for a trap. You are not indigenous to this land. You are the original.
No, we're not indigenous to this land. Exactly. We conquered it.
Exactly. You conquered it. You still killed and destroyed the people that were already here. That's what you've done. You are not indigenous. You are the original illegal aliens of this land. And you don't have no goddamn right telling anyone.
We're okay. You're right. We are the original illegal aliens of this land. And since we were the original illegal aliens of this land, we conquered the land.
No, you
which means
you stole, you killed, and you destroyed.
That's right. That's what you do when you conquer shit. You steal, you kill, and you destroy.
That's what y'all do.
When you conquer shit, you steal it, you kill what's there, and you destroy it, and you build your own shit. That's what conquering is.
Thank you for admitting that. So
so it's mine now. Get the fuck out.
Go somewhere because
it's mine now. Get the fuck out.
It's
mine now. Get the fuck out. You see how stupid that sounds?
You would get deported before I would because we can't be deported because we're indigenous. That's what a lot of people are finding out. With all the racist
shit, they'll round you up like they did in the 1900s, send you across a trail of tears to a little patch of land somewhere and say, have a nice day. Here's some casinos and some free cigarettes.
Look,
that's what they're going to do.
So glad when they try that. This war that's coming in this country, you're going to lose again. You're going to lose again. And it's going to be a new world. It's going to be a new world. But
I'm glad that you follow that game plan.
It's more of us than you. That's what you get. There's more of us than you. White people, as early as 2017, you were 11.7% of the world's population. In 2026, you're only a little over 6%. 6% of the world population. See, most
still conquering shit.
6% of the world's population. You are being genetically annihilated because you have recessive genes. Your genes are inferior and along with the people that you are. See, that's another reason why your people hate us. We have what's called a dominant gene. Anyone with melanin in their skin, if they make a baby with your people, guess what? The baby gonna look like them. That's why they want to go back to segregation. That's why they want to have a bunch of white women.
You want to go back to segregation. During the civil rights movement, one of your most prominent leaders, 2 of them, as a matter of fact, were fucking segregationists. What are you talking about?
I wish we could go back to segregation, but you see, y'all world would fall. We had built prominent societies in this country, but guess what? When it was
let me ask you this then.
I let you talk.
If you want to go back to segregation so bad, how come your people are in such an uproar about them people over there? I think it's Arkansas or one of them things. They're trying to make their own shit where only white people can go there.
I don't see you out your mind. My people don't give a shit about that because anything white people create on their own, it gets destroyed. And it gets destroyed by themselves. Look, they're self-destructing as we speak. Because
they let a bunch of Muslims in there.
Check this out.
And
Tulsa,
Africans.
Seneca Village, even where the Pentagon is at, Rosewood, Lake Lanier, prominent Black communities and societies, but because they were doing better than the white people, like they always do, get jealous, they destroyed them. My people are America is the only country to drop bombs on its own people, which were my people because they were jealous. Did you know that?
I did know that.
They done it in Philadelphia because they were jealous. I wish we could go back so y'all can see. Without us, you cannot function. You can't. You can't function without.
Hold it right there, just for a second, John, before you reply. Let me just address Kevin. Kevin, yeah, she don't want to come on. I guess she's probably watching, and she see this smoke coming from Rico and coming from John, so she don't want to come on. I sent her the link. I haven't heard anything from her, so I guess she just sitting back watching in the comments and not coming on or whatever. But I think all the viewers are watching. Both of the guys can't see the comments, but you see they kind of going into their own little thing right now. But they are peeping down at them. So don't think you guys that they're not seeing them. They just address them accordingly. So, but I appreciate y'all watching, appreciate y'all tapping, and that was the commercial for right now. So, John, you can go ahead on back to whatever you was going to say.
Look, he just don't.
Shout out to Orvie for actually realizing we're not talking about what this was supposed to be about.
Of his people that they ain't shit. They mediocre or below average at best, and those are the ones that are stealing, killing, and destroying everything. And it's a majority of them because they cannot compete. And people will, them white folks will see this online and call me all the names that they do when I make other posts.
They're already doing it. They're already doing it.
You know why? Because they can't stand the truth. The truth upsets y'all. The truth that you have inferior genes, that you are inferior to anyone with melanin in their skin. You know why? Because you can only make a white baby. A white baby. If two Black people can make a white person, did you know that? Two Black people. The Black woman can give birth to any race of person.
So you're talking about genetics again.
I'm telling you about your inferior genetics to mine. That's what
I'm not inferior to you.
Yes, you are. Yeah,
no, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
That's some racist ass shit.
No,
and that's why you got called a racist.
Say sock. It's the truth. It is the truth.
It's racist.
Do you know you have what's called a recessive gene? All white people have what's called a recessive gene. Do you know what that is?
So then by that standard, everybody on the continent of Africa is retarded. They all have an IQ below 70.
What I just got down said.
Well, if we're talking about genes, and you're talking about genes, right? You say I have a recessive gene. I'm white, so I'm inferior to you. So maybe that my recessive gene is that I can't make Black babies, but I'm smarter than you.
You're not smarter than me.
And
none are white people. Oh, I'm positive you're not, because you're very uneducated.
What have Black people built since the pyramids?
You know what? I'm glad you said the Black people built the pyramids, because see, it's a lot of white people won't admit that. They say that the people that's in Egypt right now.
Yeah, okay. You're glad I said it. What have they built since the pyramids?
Okay. First of all, Black people are responsible for the airplane, helicopter, elevators, escalators, the stoplight, light bulb, peanut butter, car manufacturing at mass production. What else?
That was a white dude.
No, it wasn't. Frederick Douglass did that.
And you hey guys, take a pause just for a second. Hold up just for a second. I might not be saying your name right, Skype or Sky, what I sent you the link. So what you have to do is you have to click that link and follow the instruction. You have to log in through Google. And I believe that was right, because I hadn't been on that end. That's how you did it, right, John? Through Google?
You got to do it through Google, but I'm about to jump off here anyways, because I got to put children.
Well, let me finish telling him more stuff that Black people done.
Okay, he's got to go. I needed to let her know how to come on. So, but go ahead, Rico.
Telegram, call waiting. The reason we can do this right now, Black people. Do I need to keep going on? What have white people done?
Let me say this right here. Hey John.
Put people on the moon.
Hold up, John.
built
Hold up,
massive
John.
infrastructure.
John,
Hey,
hold up,
hold on.
John. Hold up, Rico. Hold
Okay.
up, Rico. I have to let him finish. John, about how much time do you have? Because I want to make sure you get some closing comments in. How much time do you got?
About 15 minutes.
Okay, so after you address Rico, whatever he's gonna say, make sure you let me know because I usually give my guests a chance to get some closing comments in before you get off. Okay, so you can go ahead and address him, but I want to make sure you get your closing comments in or whatever you want to say about whatever. Okay.
See, you said they went into space, put the people on the moon, right? The only reason that happened was because of a black woman. You see, they made a movie about it. It's called Hidden Figures.
It sounds good.
It's called Hidden Figures.
Sounds good. You were a part of that.
It's the
you
truth.
were a part of that.
They made a whole movie about it. They made a whole movie about it. See, see, we done everything. White people ain't done shit. The only thing they did, they created the patent so they could steal black people's inventions. That's what they done. Everything that is useful,
if you say so, Rico,
that has been throughout history were created by my people.
If you say so.
Not mine.
You're right. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Whoa, the white man. Thank God the black man's here to save us.
You're right. You're right. Because if it wasn't for
if you think I believe that shit, you're retarded.
See, I know that I'm not, but the fact that you don't, you're not retarded, you're stupid. And you're uneducated. Because my people, without my people, particularly the black woman, you and your people wouldn't even be here. A black woman is the oldest bones ever found in Africa and in this country. Without the black people, your people are not here. Yeah, that's a fact. See, because you can't get black from white, but you can get white from black.
Explain Göbekli Tepe for me then.
Explain what?
Göbekli Tepe.
What the hell is that?
Go do some reading.
Dude, so check this out. So you think you could get black from white?
Listen to me.
Then why, when a black person have a child by a white person, the baby looks black?
I don't know. Why when you put oil in water, the water turns dark?
See that? See? Deflection. Because we have the most dominant gene on the planet. You have the weakest gene on the planet. That's a fact.
Yet you're still sitting here crying about being fucking conquered.
I'm not crying. I'm not.
You're not. You've been in a fucking uproar for the last hour talking about what do white people do? All they do is conquer shit.
I keep telling you, we are not inherently violent. But if we ever do realize that violence is the only way to have equality, it is over for you. Because that's why all the propaganda.
This guy Orvie, you need to listen to what this dude's saying.
What dude?
Orvie. I think that's how you say it.
Yeah, that's how you say it.
B. Baker.
He's a retired
B. Baker
veteran.
Jr.
He's a retired
He's saying what I'm saying. He's saying that just because you're black and you were a part of history doesn't mean that you are the history. We were all a part. And I'm talking about American history right now. We were all a part of it. Yeah, you was there, but you're not the only reason all of the shit happened.
Why is my history
not why is that?
Why is
my
people history not told?
And some shit
why is my people history not told, say Sock? Why is my people history not told?
You tell me.
Because white people control that too, and they don't want anyone to know the truth. You keep stepping on landmines. Boom, they keep blowing up in your face.
I'm not stepping on any landmines. What I'm telling you, stop. Listen to me, because I got to get off here to go take care of my kids in a minute. What I'm telling you is, and you can go on and boohoo all you want to after I get off here. What I'm telling you is this. Listen to me. Black people and white people, since this country was conquered, have done things together. Yes, you were there for all of these things, and you had a hand in all of these things. No, but you know who else did all of these Jesus things. Christ, he won't even fucking listen. It's like talking to a 5-year-old. And white people were over here. You won't listen. You're listening to react. You're not listening to hear what I got to say.
Go ahead, say something.
White people over here were standing right next to black people over here, and then we brought in some Chinese people for the railroads, and we brought in these people for that. Whether it was by choice or by force, together, America was built. Now, I'm sorry that the indigenous people had to get conquered.
No, they were killed and their land
You're
was
right.
stolen and destroyed.
They were killed, their land was stolen, and all their shit was destroyed. That's what happens when you get conquered. Now, I'm sorry that those people got conquered in order for us to build what we have today. And until
you didn't build anything.
Stop, I'm not fucking done yet.
I don't give a fuck. You didn't build.
All right, I'm out of here. He's not trying to listen.
Let him finish, Rico. You gotta let him finish.
Because he's another white. He's a white man who will never accept.
It's been nice, Mr. Rizzo. I appreciate your time.
You gotta let him finish. You gotta let him finish what he's saying.
About his business.
Yeah, see, let that white see. That's why America is never going to be better than it is now. Because it's let that white motherfucker do this. Let that black motherfucker. I hate that black motherfucker over there. I hate that white motherfucker over there. You Spanish people ain't shit. You fucking yellow people ain't shit.
Our brothers and sisters. Spanish people are our brothers and sisters.
That's what I'm saying. That's why we had the problems we had. Because everybody's worried about everybody else and shit that happened all this fucking time ago. All right, hey, John, I'm out of here. He's not trying to hear nothing.
Hold up.
He's not gonna let me say what I gotta say, so it is what it is. I appreciate you for putting this on, Mr. Rizzo.
How many times I told you to shut up and let me talk?
Thanks for coming on. I mean, I know
you said shut up and let me talk throughout this whole fucking thing. What are you talking about?
Hey, Rico, I'm trying to thank my guests for coming on the show. Rico, hold up. I'm trying to thank my guests for coming on the show.
Oh, okay.
Hey, say John. So look, I appreciate you coming on, man, and taking the time out. You know, we've been going almost 2 hours at it. So, hey, you know, I just want to say thank you. You're entitled to your own views. Rico's entitled to his. Heated message.
There you go.
And so we do what we do. And I appreciate you coming on.
And, I appreciate you for having me. Thanks for giving us this platform to talk. And, you know, maybe we'll do it again sometime about something that's not going to happen. Jesus Christ. Never mind. Thank you, Mr. Rizzo.
Right. All right, now. And on that note right there, so I guess the other lady never did get to
I'm trying to figure out how to turn this shit off, ho.
Oh, okay.
Hit that little X at the top. It's uneducated ass dude.
So I guess the other lady, she didn't try to figure out. I sent her the link. She said something about she had got off work late or something. So
can I say something to her?
Yeah, you can go ahead and address her, and then we'll get some closing comments and get out of here because I don't know she hadn't replied back to my message I sent her. I'll check it, but go ahead. What are you gonna say to her, Rico?
To the black woman who's a Trump lover, or a Republican lover. I spoke on this earlier. Since February 2025, 319,000 black women have lost their job. The black unemployment rate is its highest since COVID. And see, I'm gonna speak mostly on black women because she is a black woman. The unemployment rate for black women is 7.5% in September of 2025. Currently, right now, it's at 7.8%. College educated black women were the most affected by Trump because he started firing all of those women. The black unemployment rate for black women is the highest since the Great Recession of 2008. Trump and his Republican friends are going to take away all your rights, not just for black women, but for all women. They don't want, you will have, if you have a husband or a boyfriend, you won't be able to have a bank account. You won't be able to do anything. And you cherish these people, they will never allow you in their place of business. And it's sad that someone that looks like me would down her own people. But like her and the dude Tony was, because at the end of the day, when everything goes down in this country, you're gonna want to go back to your family or some man to protect you, and they're not going to want you. And those people are going to get you. You will not accept your reality until it becomes a reality, and that's sad. I would ask her, who hurt you in your family or who hurt you in your past? Why do you hate your skin complexion? I saw a picture of you. Your black is beautiful. The world, no one would be in this world without a black woman. Black women were first and they will be the last on this planet. You need to cherish and love who you are. And as long as you are empowering a white person, whether man or woman, you will never have anything. You may have a little things now, but they're in the process of taking all that away. You should love yourself more. Look in the mirror on a daily basis when you see yourself and say, I am beautiful. I love myself. Because when you do love yourself, you would not go along with what they are doing to this country. So I wish you would have came on here so I could have spoken to you to hear what you had to say about these white people who oppress and can't stand you. Because even hearing Tony say these things as a black man, that bothered me. And PM offered him like, man, when the shit go down, man, I'm gonna give you my number and you could come to my house. He said it as a joke, but they're not going to be there for you. What you say her name was? Shay, she, or whatever her name is.
Yeah.
How you say her name?
I'm not sure. I was saying shit. I don't know where I went.
But that's it, man. I was ready for him to go, man. All white people, the white people do, they deflect because the truth hurts them. And I don't hate all white people, but I hate the racist ones. Right. I won't say I hate them because hate is too strong a word. I don't give them that much power over me. But I have a strong dislike. And why not? Because they hate me. They hate the sight of me and anyone in my family, my children, my wife, my mama, my daddy, and my grandmother. See, I've started to remember what made me. I wasn't like this in the military. That's why because we worked together in the military. I wasn't like this, but getting out of the military and being around and home, it allowed me to see what's really going on. The military protected me from experiencing all the things that was going on in this country to my people. And this is why I am the way that I am right now. I don't hate white people, but I dislike the ones who hate me. I know all white people don't think like this, and we cannot defeat them, the racists, without all of us, whether it's black, Spanish, Asian, in this country that is for equality for all. But those people only want them to be on top. So some will watch this and say, oh, he's racist. I can't be racist by definition, but I'm not. But however, I will speak the truth. But the truth, they do not like. And laws don't apply to them. All the rules apply in the world to everyone but white people. You see how he kept wanting to get away from who are the original illegal aliens of this land? It's because he didn't want to accept that fact. But he was like, get them all out. No, get you out. Because they were here before you too.
Right.
If white people had to leave this land, they have no country to go back to. Okay. They have no country to go back to. They are not indigenous to anywhere on the planet. They were in the Caucasus Mountains. Everything that I said tonight is true. Right. Look up and read the entire 1924 Integrity Act in Virginia. It was a paper genocide where they reclassified who we were because we are the original people of this land.
Right. And just to address Arvie about the title, Arvie, the title, I had to come up with something. I really had no idea which way this podcast was going. I thought it was going to be a lot of MAGA and stuff like that come up, but it went totally to a 360. And you know that's how I go here on Wizzo Talk. We I put a title up, but then shit, it went somewhere else. And Rico, she is watching or was watching. She just was texting me a while ago saying she was trying to get on, but got off work late. But I never heard from her, so I didn't know if she was coming on or not. She wanted to run it back next week, but I'm already booked up with other things like that. So, but anyone that's out there watching Wizzo Talk, I'm gonna tell you this right now: do not pay attention to the title. I have to come up with a title and I have to come up with a description. That shit is voided out because the podcast will take a fucking 360 and hit a total different direction, and it may lose your ass. That's why I tell you, if you start watching Wizzo Talk, you make sure that you go piss, you go shit, you go do all that right there and sit your ass and peace be still, because if you walk away, I guarantee you, you're going to miss something. And that's what barbershop talk. That's what adult conversation between men and women. The podcast takes off. You can see the passion that Rico has. John was coming in here. So, hey, it goes everywhere. So I would say anyone out there right now watching, the link is in the description if you're watching me from Facebook. I appreciate if you'll follow me at Paul Wizzo and you'll click that link in the description, and also follow me on YouTube. And those of you that's watching on TikTok, then you can also do the same. And I appreciate your support. And I want to just cover this. Wizzo Talk is a non-monetized podcast. I don't make shit, and I can't pay my guests shit for coming on. You more than welcome to come on here and talk shit. I have a good job. I make pretty good money, and I don't give a fuck about this monetized shit. So I just want to kind of put that out there. I was gonna make a little short clip about that later, but I have so many people asking me about monetize, making money. Fuck that. That's not my goal. I won't. Do you think Coca-Cola gonna come on here and sponsor somebody up here calling motherfuckers dick, pussy, eat, suck dick, motherfucker? Goddamn it. Fuck no, they not. And if you I have about 300 or maybe some followers or some shit. You got to have 5,000. I don't give a shit about that money. When I started this platform, I wanted to bring my guests on. I wanted them to come over here and talk about it and say whatever it is come across their mind. I got a disclaimer out there. So when somebody get up here talking about unaliving the motherfucker, that's between them and the FBI, whoever watching them motherfuckers. But that's not me. So I want to make sure you guys know. So if you follow me, don't worry about me making no goddamn money and count my pocket, because that's not my goal. Fuck that. So with that being said, Rico, you got anything else before we get ready to get out here? I just want to make sure, because I've had so many people ask me about making money. Fuck that. I got a job.
Yeah.
I got everything that I want and need. So fuck that. But you got anything before we get ready to get out of here?
Real quick, I'm just gonna talk to anyone with melanin in their skin. There's a whole lot of horrible things coming to this country done by the very people that I was talking about tonight. You should be preparing, the men especially, and women that don't have a man, you should be preparing yourself for these things to come. These people are building concentration camps to hold thousands of people that they're not talking about in the news. They want to, just like Saysock said tonight, they gonna put, he said it, and I heard him. I was kind of talking over him, but I heard what he said. He was talking about, we're gonna put you in camps. He said that tonight. And that is what they want to do. They don't want equality for anyone. He didn't want to accept the facts about who his people are. Prepare your family, save your money, stop buying all the nonsense, the BS stuff, because you're going to need it. Any extra dollars you have, put them in your house and don't spend them. Any change or anything will help, because this economy is going to crash. Okay. Please prepare your family. These things are facts. Most people don't want to accept these things or think that these things could ever happen in their lifetime. But that is what these people want to do. And I'm here to show them who they exactly that they are. And more people need to be this way. And for my people, wake the hell up. You are indigenous to every country on this planet. America, we were here first. Don't believe that that's his story. The history they try to tell you, that's the white people. That's their story, not our story. Our story is not in the history books. They want to erase you because of that dominant gene that I was talking about. They do have what's called a recessive gene. That is a fact. Anytime a white person have a baby with anyone else, the child looks like them.
Right.
So please prepare yourself. I'm going to leave it with that. Okay, and invest in crypto.
Enrico, that's the lady right there. But I will say this, Kevin, I feel you on that. And I will say that to the ladies out there, that's, the world is kind of changing. And in my opinion, y'all, I say fuck 47, 45, and 47. I can't stand that motherfucker. And if he freed every black person in jail, I never vote for him. But hey, your vote is your vote. But I tell you, to protect yourself, learn, get you a concealed weapon, get you a weapon to get you some type of defense. And if you have any young kids out there, any grandkids or teenagers, make sure you let them know, do not trust the cops. I'm not saying all cops are bad, but all black people ain't bad either. So make sure that if they get stopped by the cops, don't answer no fucking questions. If they're a minor, tell them to wait till let me call my mama or call my daddy, and make sure that they start videoing. And to any grown person, if you get stopped by a cop out there on the side of the road or something like that, get your camera out and you start going live, because you're not going to win the argument with him out there on the side of the street. You're going to play right into his hand. So go ahead and record yourself and get your own footage, because we know that their footage is slow to be released. So if a cop stop you, go live. Don't reach for shit. And here in Texas, you do not have to give them your license unless they change that. You have to just display it. So safety first, and live to go home and to fight another day. And with that being said, I want to thank
Okay, go ahead. Before you end and we go off, the lady that was supposed to come on here, I saw she said something. I'll say this to you.
Yeah,
Don't
this
come
her.
on here asking me where I'm getting my facts from, because you could have came on here. I actually looked at your page, and the things that I saw on your page, the things that you share and the things that you talk about, you get all your information from Fox News. So it was probably a good thing that you didn't come on here tonight, because everything that you would have talked about would have been debunked. So
Right.
don't get in the comments when you are afraid to get on here and debate me.
Right. And I see what she said. She never have a problem with cops cooperate and comply. Well, I will tell you this, that's a fucking lie, because it was a black guy that was sitting in the middle of the fucking street and with his hands up and saying that, hey, I'm that guy over there is with me. This guy that was mentally ill or whatever, and he was sitting down on his ass, and the cop put two
Shot him.
bullets in him. So
I
no,
saw
you can't just comply and live to see another day. But hey, that's another story. We'll try to get you on some other time. But what you're saying, that's straight up fucking bullshit. You know,
Yeah, no.
black people, and you may not have no problem right now, but take your black ass into the wrong neighborhood somewhere, or with them, or not
It's
even
gonna
in the
come
wrong
to it.
neighborhood,
It's
and
gonna
then
come
you will, because it's all over the news. But I'm not gonna get into that, because we get ready to end. I know
Yes.
you text me you had some issues coming on, maybe the next time, but I'm already kind of booked up until the middle of March, sometime like that, with podcasts. And so I'll send you the invite again. It's up to you. With that being said, thank everybody for watching Wizzo Talk. I'm telling you, you never know what you're going to get. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And I appreciate your support. And that's about all I got to say. And thank you, Chocolate Booty, for tapping on in. And she said, no, it's not Wizzo, LOL. Okay, well, we
Man,
can't go off
disregard
into
her.
it
She
into
could have
the
came
chat
on here.
box. But anyway, that